For the past week, Riley Masunaga has been working from home. As the coronavirus outbreak continues to take hold of Japan, the IT firm he works for has made it an official policy to telecommute.
I really prefer working in the office, so it's been really hard to focus. That's been kind of the biggest thing.
Some other businesses have begun letting staff work from home, but for the most part, commuters in Japan are still heading to offices as usual. The government hasn't made telecommuting an official policy. It wasn't until this Tuesday that the government released basic guidelines on how to avoid infection. That includes working from home if you feel ill. It also called on organizers to consider canceling or postponing events, though it's not something being enforced. Critics say these measures are far too weak and that officials have been much too slow in their response to the outbreak.
Basically, we're setting our work from home policies based on what the government is saying. And so the government is saying, like, oh, if you can, don't go to the office or don't commute during peak hours. But they aren't really setting any kind of hard policies, or they're not really officially making a statement, oh, you should try to work from home or you should not come to the office. And as long as they don't do that, I think people are going to still go to work.
As the number of cases continue to rise in Japan, the government has found it increasingly difficult to trace the routes of transmission. The northern island of Hokkaido has become a new hotbed for infections. On Wednesday, it announced its first death caused by the virus, and all public schools have been shut down temporarily. But there's a bigger question on the horizon for Japan, whether the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games could be on the chopping board.
There's no doubt at the moment that our total focus is on the Games happening on July 24. Every indication we have from the IOC is that the Games are proceeding, and that's the way we're working. We're not developing any other plans along the way.
Japan's government still insists it's too early to talk about a possible cancellation, but if it doesn't strengthen its response to the outbreak and curb the spread of the disease, there's a real risk that may just happen. A senior IOC member has said that Japan has until May to figure it out. Grace Lee, CGTN, Tokyo.